April 8th, the dawn of the KAWAII-19. What does KAWAII-19 mean to you?
Man, KAWAII-19 means to me, one, it means the world to me because that was the first time that I felt that I started a movement of some sort.
But it was a place that you were able to be yourself, and we always said there's no such thing as cringe. There's no such thing as liking this isn't cool. You were never told that your feelings were invalid. You were allowed to make boundaries if you weren't comfortable.
It's like, to me, it's a feeling. It really is like just a feeling of like a sense of community.
Well, you know, KAWAII-19, it was a real turning point for both myself and the band, KAWAII-AF. In the simplest possible terms, it represents the original close-knit fan base of KAWAII-AF. It all began almost half a month earlier when FELIX joined their first ever live stream, KAWAII-AF or otherwise. I've been on TikTok for a few months by that point. Emo TikTok, so I was already pretty familiar with the band. You know, I left a few comments, they'd responded, we kind of knew who each other were. And then one day they went live and I was like, hey, I like those content creators. You know, let's see. Although FELIX had never been on a live stream before, she became very well acquainted over the next few months. She estimates she's got about approximately 1 zillion hours of KAWAII-AF footage. Back when the guys were going live every week, and sometimes multiple times a week, I would show up and record every single stream. So yeah, it's a lot of footage. Indeed, I did some digging, and it turns out as of the 7th of June 2020, FELIX had recorded over 32 hours of KAWAII-AF live streams, and they say that they continued to record for several months after that. Some additional context is needed. What exactly is KAWAII-AF?
They're a band.
KAWAII-AF is the absolute finest of pop punk bands from the United States of America.
But beside the band, like KAWAII-AF is basically a vehicle for anyone to express themselves to the highest degree.
What's not so cool anymore, and they made it cool. They describe it themselves as new age nostalgia and candy coated angst, and I think they bring that very well with the music.
KAWAII-AF is life-changing. It really isn't just a band. The community that they cultivated turned my entire life around.
Hey. Welcome to Thursday live stream. We are KAWAII-AF. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
You messed it up.
Completely.
That's okay.
Start it over. Yeah. Rewind. All right. Roll call. I'm Brandon. I'm Nathan.
I'm Ricky.
And together we are KAWAII-AF. Fuck,
That's
the cutest band to ever exist.
So, tell me about the dawn of KAWAII-19, as you call it. Well, here are some facts about what all led up to it. The KAWAII-19 officially began, in my opinion, April 8th, 2020. That was the day that the group chat was created, but more importantly, it was the day that I joined. As you can see, I was not very active on Instagram during this time. Alright, so here's the deal. It officially began April 8th, but it technically started a little bit before that. It started with Sock Gang.
Okay, so Sock Gang, one night when I was doing the TikTok live, I was on it for hours, and then it hit me. I was like, oh man, I'm so thirsty. So I put my phone down and I said, all right guys, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go make some Kool-Aid. I'll be right back. And after I was done in Kool-Aid, have a cup of Kool-Aid, and I just see the chat just being flooded with Sock, 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 sock. I'm like, whoa, wait, what happened? Why is everyone talking about socks?
It's like if you're a babysitter and you leave the kids alone and they start talking about socks.
And then from there, I saw about a bunch of, word socks. And then that turned into them putting like sock in the place of like band names, like Sock the Disco, Sock 182, stuff like that.
Hearing Brandon speak of socking, I felt inspired to change my own username. And then I had to reach out to the sole remaining member of Socking 2 years later to learn more.
I don't think we were really, like, affiliated in any other ways than being people on TikTok that liked KAWAII-19 and had sock in their name because of the inside joke.
Socking started before I got there, but there was definitely some overlap. Pretty soon after I started showing up to lives, I began my quest to become mutuals with other fans. And so I followed someone by the username of @BrandonIsASock, after Brandon and socks, obviously. And pretty soon after that, they posed the question, do you like the band KAWAII-AF? And that's where it really began. When I first joined the KAWAII-19, then called KAWAII-AF fans, it was a mess, to put it simply. My first interaction there, and I'll never forget this, was actually an argument about abortion. And, it was my first day there, so I was not about to make any enemies. So I was pretty passive throughout the whole thing. And shortly thereafter, when my dictatorship began, I was like, hey guys, maybe let's not talk about politics. What changed? You said there were only like 3 people there? Well, to put it bluntly, I changed everything. Because remember, I was recording the lives, so I had something no one else had. Usernames. And because I had the usernames, I reached out to everyone who was reoccurring across lives, on both Instagram and TikTok alike, and I just added them to the group chat. So that's what built the community. Tell me what it was like joining the KAWAII-19.
Oh my gosh, I remember it so well. I remember, wow, okay. This was 2020 of April, so about 2 years ago at this point.
It was a lot more like, wow, I'm a part of something now, you know what I mean?
So basically, what happened for me was I requested entrance into this group chat, and then I was allowed to join the group chat, and then they let me in, and then I immediately took over like a dictator. It sounds to me like joining for everybody else was just suddenly being dumped in a group chat with 20 other teenagers who liked the same band and had almost nothing else in common other than being really, really gay.
I was like, what's going on here? I don't know what to say. But like after a while, it was just like, oh my God, these people are like really, really nice and really cool and just pretty awesome to be around. And I'm really glad that I joined.
It was really cool. Like, lots of nicknames were made early off. Lots of funny jokes. Not even an ounce of judgment. It was actually really kind of cool. People that weren't so cool were, taken out, which was nice. A lot of safe space, definitely. Made lots of friends really quick. There was no really awkwardness. You just jumped in. It felt like you've known these people all your life.
I guess the real shift happened when I created a new group chat. I don't want to put anyone on blast, but basically there was this one kid who basically made everyone uncomfortable. So when the time came that we had to create a new group chat because we ran out of space, I went ahead and made a new one without this kid. This was the anti-abortion kid, by the way. So with them out of the picture, politics were back on the table. And once we were able to discuss politics again, that was when the sense of like global unity really started to take shape. And so was the birth of the incredible KAWAII-19. The rest, as they say, is history.